to Vietnam. Huge marches on fucking Washington, right? Where is that opposition to Iraq? It's really not as vocal, and the reason why is because we're getting oil from that country, and everybody kind of knows it. It really basically, you know, bending these guys over a table and raping them for their natural resources just because we have the power to do it. But I think everybody kind of knows that's what's going on, and all of America is like, well, this is shady, and they lied to us, and I don't like that. And I do think that Congress ought to be the only ones that have the power to declare war, but gas really is expensive. Oh, man, I don't like paying $3 at the pump. Oh, fuck. You know, so I think that's kind of what's going on. I think we all sort of look the other way on that one. "9/11 took the edge off the opposition." Yeah, maybe. Now you're trying to fucking play it off like you didn't really like that shit, but you did. You said you want to see a cool video, and it's not fucking cool, and you're not fucking cool. So don't try to play it off now and be like, oh, I was just kidding, bro. Like, too late, man. You weren't kidding. You were serious. Go fuck yourself. I'm not falling for that. Yeah, and he knew I had a fucking puppy, too, man. It's like he's trolling me. That's another I didn't even consider that, Clark. Fuck. Well, I mean, he's not a puppy, but, you know, Alistair is like a permanent puppy. He never grew up. He fucking peed in my bed 3 times this week. Stupid, like, he'll fucking pee and, like, lay in the pee and not even do anything about it because he's dumb. Yeah, he was housebroken perfectly in our last apartment that we lived in, and he would always go and scratch the door and tell you he wanted to be taken out. But now that we moved down here, he's, like, peeing everywhere. And he poops in his own cage, and, like, he's fucking stupid. He never really grew up. He's a permanent puppy. I think it's, you know how it's like some retarded people have like the mentality of a little kid even when they're 30 and shit? I think my dog has like the canine version, like he's like a child, you know? I believe that. I think he never grew up. I don't know. But I love him. Is he a miniature? Is Alistair a minute? Isn't he like half or half regular? He's like a cross breed between 2 dachshunds. Hey bro, you want to see a cool video? Man, what a fucking douche. You knew that shit was gonna piss me off, and then you're trying to fucking PM me saying like, oh, I was just kidding, bro, you know I'm not a troll. Fuck you. Fuck you. Go suck a dick, you fucking bastard. You knew that shit was fucked up. You must have wanted to get banned. Well, I gave you what you wanted. Don't fucking whine about it now. What a douche. Man, it's like he waited until there was fucking 50 people in here to do it, too. Like, that guy's been coming to my shows, and I'll usually have, like, between 8 and 12 people at night, and he never does anything, and, like, he usually acts cool. And then the one time I get a bunch of people in here, it's like, hey, man, check it out, this dog gets set on fire. It's, the fuck, man, you're, like, the most patient troll I've ever seen. You, like, bided your time and gained my confidence just so you could fucking let the other shoe drop. And then it turns out to be something retarded. It wasn't even like a good fucking... You didn't even like really troll me in like an effective way. Kind of like Eunuch. Who's Eunuch? The dope stuff didn't go down. It's, man, you were here when I talked about this before. Are you fucking shitting me? Talking about this before. Come on. You be trolling, man. You trolling. Troll. The dope stuff is going down, to the best of my knowledge. I sent him a message. I'm waiting for him to respond to that message and tell me what day he wants to do it and what time he wants to do it. And once he tells me that, it's on. So we'll see what happens. Why aren't I making more YouTube videos and other stuff? There's a lot of video ideas that I have and I want to make them, but I've got a 15-minute fucking time limit on my ass, dude. So all I can really do right now is drama and stupid shit. Because that's all you have time for. And if I'm going to make a real... I mean, even Paul's... It's like, you need time to make good videos. You need it. I'm not doing it in parts. No, sir. No. You know why? Because whenever I used to divide videos into like 2 or 3 parts, part 1 would have like 600 views, and then part 2 and 3 would have like 50 views each. And it just breaks my heart a little bit every time to know that there was some douchebag that's like, oh yeah, you know, I just wanted to look at the guy's face and hear his funny voice for a while. I can't really understand what he's talking about. I think it's something about politics, and man, that shit's boring to me. I'm gonna go play Warcraft. I just wanted to look at his Adam's apple go up and down. Man, that's cool. It's so entertaining. It reminds me of when I was a kid in my crib and the little mobile was hanging there and everything was dangling around. I mean, like that a little bit to know that my audience are retarded. And I know that if I make the videos in one big thing where it's like a 30-minute long video, sure, there's going to be a lot of people that only watch the first 5 minutes and then they just go, ah, fuck it. But I don't have to know that. I don't have to know that because the view count is the same. You know? So yeah. Correct. But, you know, like you're born being able to do whatever the fuck you want to do. And any government just detracts from that and puts limitations on your rights. Well, yeah, they can. Exactly. That's right, Deus. And, you know, I don't really think governments grant rights. I don't believe that. I think, it has a lot more to do with what people feel that their rights are. Because, you know, Uncle Sam would love to take away your right of free speech. They'd love to take away the First Amendment, but there's just one problem. Big group of people called American citizens, and they have it in their heads that they're allowed to say what they want and own guns. So if tomorrow they pass like a new piece of legislation called like the Minuteman Act or some shit where you're not allowed to have free speech anymore, and they come around and collect all your weapons, you don't get the Fifth Amendment, you gotta like talk to the cops whether you want to or not, you know, people wouldn't go for it. There'd be riots in the streets. At least I hope. I mean, you guys are turning into pussies. I am too. Like we're some we're a pretty docile population, especially if you compare us to like South America and shit. But I don't know. 69, yeah, 69 viewers. Woo! What? Are you dropping somebody's docs, Min-Max? Who is that? What is that? Casey Maria. Oh, is that fucking chick that like killed her kid or whatever? Oh. That's that news story. Man, come on, dude. Why don't you fucking go down to her house and like, lynch her if that's, you know... Don't rely on other people to fucking do your dirty work. Come on, man. If you're so insane about this story, go down there and kill the bitch yourself. Stop being a coward. Drop somebody's docs like you expect. What do you expect me to do? Run right out there and like... Oh, you're gonna call her? Oh. That'd be a funny crank call, actually, if I called that person. I bet the number doesn't work, though. If you've got it, then everybody's got it. Variablast should debate no Chomsky about linguistics. Oh, God. I award you 5 internets for that, sir. That's some funny shit. Yeah, really. I killed a few before I started this show tonight. Have you seen what Variablast means? Do the tune to Funky Town? I don't even remember it. Won't you take me to Funky Town? You do find some interesting people on YouTube. Yeah, like me.
Yeah. I am the Great Carnivalio. I need TV. What am I buying?
So where did Smoother Terrorist come from? Nowhere, because I've never heard of that. Oh, Smooth. I don't know, man. I'm just reading words on the screen, dude. I just, where did I get that? Okay. The Smooth Terrorist. This is how I came up with that. I considered a lot of names. I almost called myself Horse Space Killer and like a bunch of other fucking different titles that I came up with. The Smooth Terrorist. I came up with that because terrorists are the boogeymen. Like if it was like the 50s, I would call myself the Smooth Communist. It's just I want to be the bad guy. Like yeah. And I'm smooth, so, you know, it's kind of a thing. It came from my mind, and I don't know, it came from here. Have I heard of Terror Talk? No? What's that? What is Terror Talk? The idea that politicians use words like terror to sway the oh yeah, man, well, I haven't heard that term for it, but we all know they do that. I knew this person that was so smooth. How smooth was he? How smooth was he? Come on, Ghost Dog. Oh! Damn. Man, you know, like, I know it always makes me look terrible whenever I go off on this rant, but I think the Nazis got a raw deal. I think most of their, I think the U.S. kind of threw them under a bus. I do, man. Like, if you trace the history of eugenics, it began here. Eugenics began in the United States. We were doing forced sterilization programs in this country. And like a lot of American businesses, we're doing business with the Third Reich. And then at one point, we're like, oh, okay, well, he's getting a little too big for his britches and like threatening our China and stuff, and you know, I mean, it wasn't really about righteous indignation taking Hitler out. It was about, you know, having the biggest piece of the pie and protecting it from competition. If you ask me, I just think the Nazis kind of got thrown under a bus. Just saying. Anti-Semitism is deep-rooted in America. There's a lot of anti-Semitism in America, but I don't think, you know, I don't think we're going to have a Holocaust here. I don't really see that happening. I think that white nationalists and like anti-Semite neo-Nazi types are a very small but very vocal minority, and they shout so loud that it makes it seem like there's more of them than there really are. True. I got kicked out of somebody's BlogTv show just last night for not being an anti-Semite, so you might be right. I got kicked out of Network 1776. The UPRN. Yeah, they kicked me out for, they showed me this, YouTube video called, Israel slaps the cowardly United States or something, and it was like this 13-minute long fucking, anti-Semitic rant. And then I started dissecting everything that was like factually inaccurate about it, and they were like, oh, if you're gonna be a troll, then we'll just kick you out and ban you. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? You know, who's being a troll? I didn't insult anybody. I'm just pointing out why this is wrong. I guess in free speech on the United Patriot Radio Network, which is kind of funny to me. Dude's got an American flag behind him and he like bans me for having an opinion. Whatever. Oh, let me amend that. A meaningful opinion, not like, you know, dogs on fire is cool. We're the only reason why the Middle East doesn't bum rush them. What? Oh, Israel? Yeah, totally. Oh, yeah, man. I can't believe people who think that Israel controls the policy of the U.S. The United States, the policy of the U.S. is defined by money. Is a powerful lobby, but they're not that fucking powerful. Give me a goddamn break. That's like saying the fucking NRA controls Washington or some shit. Like, you know, they're not all that. I'm gonna do the Sarahan for a while. For no particular reason, I just like feel like doing this. So, yeah. Not enough hair? Yeah. Yeah, I'll need a wig, I guess. I need to shave my head again. It's getting kind of long. heritage anymore. Look into the 13th tribe. Whatever. What's your take on the case? Oh, come on. I don't have one, dude. If you want my take on the Casey Anthony thing, refer to Paul's Ego's video, which I actually added to my favorites. That's what I think. I don't have anything to add to what he said. I agree with it 100%. I prefer pie to cake. Especially like any kind of fruit filling. I really like pumpkin pies. Am I Canadian? Oh yeah, the flapping heads.
Our entire economy depends on Terrence and Phillip. You are doing us the recession, sir.
Straight Dope's true identity. I think Straight Dope is Scott. I really do. Oh God, why are we talking about Jewish genealogy? You guys are gonna make me cry. Why does this always happen on the internet? Fuck. Man, that makes me think whoever said that we're gonna turn into Nazis is fucking right. Like, that shit is just bubbling right under the surface. You guys are just waiting to throw them in camps, aren't you? What the fuck is that? I don't get it. Like, what is the big deal about the fucking Jews? Can somebody explain that to me? Like, there aren't enough Jews to like, people think the Jews run the world. There aren't even enough fucking Jews to run the world. Like, less than 1% of the human population. I mean, there's so few. Like, how can you be afraid of such a small? What am I saying? How can you be afraid of such a small group? I guess that's the answer right there. Answered my own fucking question. Yeah, police are becoming, pretty fucking fascist. I must agree. What do you got there for me? I can't click it. Oh well. Sorry. From the underground, a young nigga got it bad 'cause I'm brown. They got the authority to kill a minority. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. AK-47 is the tool. Don't make me act a motherfucking fool. We can go Toe to toe, no, maybe. Be knocking niggas off the block daily. Would I fuck a girl version of myself? Hell yes. I absolutely would. I wish I could clone myself with a vagina. I'd be mad if what you were saying was true, Failcard, but since the AK-47 kicks ass, I'm not mad. Funny how that works. Oh, no, she'd have to have long hair, Enthel. Yeah, well, I don't know. The Sinead O'Connor thing, I don't know. I mean, I like pixie hair, but, a shaved head, I don't know. Police, government, gang, robbing a man from freedom equals arrest. Stealing from you equals confiscation. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Have you guys seen this article? Oak Park woman faces 93 days in jail for planting a vegetable garden. I think I heard something about that. I assume there's more to it. Have I been playing bass or not? Because I live in an apartment with neighbors now, and I always feel self-conscious about playing the bass. I've been playing guitar lately, though. I have been doing that. Is there anybody who wasn't picked on as a kid, Diaz? I mean, isn't that kind of part of being a kid? I don't believe anybody who says, they never got fucking bullied, and I also don't believe anybody who says they never bullied someone else. Cops are fucking bullies, though. I'll grant you that. A lot of them are, anyway. I'd say most. But you never know why they're being helpful and compassionate when you're a hot chick, though, Wix. You gotta remember that. When I grew up, when I was a little kid. I think that's kind of funny. It's funny how many terrorists wanted to be cops when they were kids. And Wix knows what I'm talking about because she watched Protagonist. If you have that sense of justice, there's no telling where it'll lead you. I feel the same way. You know, Wix, you got to admit that you're not a fucking liberal. You are totally a fucking anarchist. If you don't believe one person should have power, that much power over another, then you might as well just come out and say you don't believe in law and order. Because you basically just did. You just said it. So dwell in this moment. As long as you can. Well, if you don't feel that any one person should have that much power over another, then who's going to do the police work? Wix. You just said you don't believe in the justice system. You came right out and fucking admitted it. I'm not insulting you. I mean, you know, I'm not dissing on you. I'm proud, actually, but, you know, don't say some shit like that and then, you know, and then go vote Democrat, because you're not being true to yourself. You think there'll be RoboCop's fail card? Have you seen those in order to get around UN conventions about landmines? You know what I'm talking about, fail card? Those ones that can peg you from like fucking 3 miles off? Those things are scary as fuck. That shit is fucking terrifying, man. I hate those things. Oh, you guys, you don't know what I'm talking about, Ethel? Yeah, kind of like Aliens, only worse. Only, like, cooler than the one in Aliens. Okay, like, the UN passed a convention against the use of landmines, and they're not allowed to use landmines anymore, so to get around it, they got these sentry guns, and, they have motion detectors. Just like in Aliens, it's got motion detectors, and, I'll find see if you can find the video too, fail card. I'm gonna look for it, but that'd be cool. Since I'm like kinda hosting a show and shit. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, I remember what they call it now. They call it the area denial system. Area denial weapon system. God damn, I got a good fucking memory. Okay, check this shit out. You want to see some scary shit? Check this out. Watch this. Here. There you go. Right there. Yeah, they get around the conventions because technically it's not a landmine, but it's still indiscriminate. Like you know, a little kid could still wander onto that no man's land and get pegged. So it's pretty shitty that they're fucking doing this, if you ask me. And the thing has like an incredibly fast fast rate of fire and an incredibly long and accurate range. It'd be like fucking 3 or 4 miles away. Does it yell denied? No, but that would be cooler. Denied! That'd be awesome. I might actually like it if it did that. Well, America isn't the one doing it, Deus Ex. It's actually the Australian military that's developing those, but I just think they're creepy. Just thought I'd show you. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. People care about international law when they actually have reason to fear a UN resolution against them, or like trade embargoes and shit, which we don't. But a country like Australia fucking does. I mean, they're not in the position to just be able to like flout international law and be like, you know, fuck you guys, I'll do what I want. Taser shockwave? No, what's that? Is that the one that uses water instead of a wire? It's like a water gun that the charge goes along the stream. Six coils at once? Why not just use a gun? That's lethal. You'd be dead. You would be dead. How could you survive that? Why not just use a fucking gun? They're cheaper and easier to make. It's meant to hit multiple targets? What? What is it, like a taser grenade? Like you throw it and like all the things shoot out? Like how what is it? Explain this. Is it for crowd control? Oh man. Maybe I'll get hit with that. I guess I got something to look forward to. Don't tase me, bro. Have you guys seen the pain ray? The Raytheon pain ray? You guys know about that? You don't know about the pain ray? Oh man. No, not Star Trek. DARPA. Raytheon, defense contracts. Defense Advanced Research Projects. Here. They rolled out. There's a military contractor called Raytheon. That's the name of the. And they developed something called the pain ray. And it was fielded in Afghanistan, but it was never used in Afghanistan. They had it there, but they didn't actually use it because somebody decided that using a pain ray on people wasn't the best way to win the hearts and minds. So instead, it's being used in the California prison system to punish the prisoners. And the way the pain ray works is it's like a microwave with a very focused beam, and it makes the epidermis, the very outer layer of your skin, feel like it's on fire, like it feels like you're getting burned until you move away. Let me see if I can find a Here we go. In fact, you know what, guys? You know what, guys? You know what? 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 I'll go ahead and do this.
Authorities in Castaic, California have announced plans to use prisoners as test subjects for a high-tech ray gun that fires an invisible heat beam capable of causing unbearable pain. The 600-pound, 7-foot-tall assault intervention system was built by Raytheon for the military, but it's now being introduced for domestic purposes. Raytheon's currently working on creating a handheld version of the ray gun.
You know, I wouldn't have bothered to do that if I'd known it was only like a 2-second video. I thought they were actually going to really talk about it for like a few minutes. But yeah, at least you guys got to see what it looks like. That's the pain ray. And yeah, so don't get sent to jail in California, as if the Cali prison system wasn't bad enough. Because now they'll you know, now the losers that they stick a uniform on and call them a corrections officer, we can get their jollies by microwaving you like a bar of soap in the fucking. They'll be giggling in there, zapping you. Isn't that great? Isn't that cool, guys? Yeah, they can pretend they're Luke Skywalker, right? Want some nostalgia? Yeah, sure. What do you got? What do you got? Prison itself is cruel and unusual punishment, Wix. I'm a prison abolitionist, you know that. Alright, let's see what Deus has here.
Well, things we all look at one another.
I'm not going to watch one of TJ's old videos. Come on, dude. I'm doing a show, man. Fuck that. The last 2 minutes is hate on you? Yeah, me and TJ have gone toe-to-toe before. I remember once saying that the only way TJ would stop making YouTube videos is if somebody invented a pill that cured both obesity and chronic asshole syndrome. So it's not like we've always been bestest friends. You can find some old shit. I didn't say I've had it with TJ. I just don't want to watch one of his videos for 6 minutes while I'm doing a fucking show. Goddamn. You're being court... What, like the feds are telling Cali that you have to release some of your prisoners? Is that what's going on? Jesus Christ, what a fucking embarrassment. What an embarrassment. That's sad. Besides, like, I mean, in Cali, I think the prison system is basically just like an internment camp for African Americans. I mean, what are the fucking prison statistics in Cali? They're pretty fucking embarrassing, aren't they? It's everywhere, but in Wicks. The LAPD is notoriously fucking racist, and they have been since like the 1950s. I mean, that's an ongoing thing. Take this up, and my compliments. You know, we answer the same question so many times before it starts to get on your nerves. I try not to let it, because I know a lot of these people are just showing up and they don't know. And yet, it's still annoying. Bow, 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 bow. No. Straight Dope wouldn't agree to a boxing match. He'd have to fucking show him. It wouldn't happen, man. I mean, it'd be, you know, I would love to fucking do that, but who knows if that guy even has legs? I mean, what if he can't box? We don't know anything about him. You keep watching the Beavis and Butthead episode or something. It's a way to fill time while no one's asking me anything that's, like, worth responding to. I just don't, I'm trying to keep there from being dead air. Maybe I should start playing guitar while I talk or something. Isn't going to do jack. I doubt he'll even find time. You know, at this point, I don't really care if he does it or not. It's not like I'm just itching to have this debate. Like, I could take it or leave it. But he better fucking go through with it, because if he doesn't, I'm gonna have a million fucking herpaderps come into my channel being like, "Why'd you pussy out fake thing? When's the debate gonna happen?" And I don't want to deal with that shit, you know? I mean, I've done everything in my power to make this happen, and I don't want a bunch of little idiots coming to my fucking channel and being like, "Whoa, why didn't it happen? You said you were gonna debate." And that's exactly what's gonna happen if he pussies out. I'm gonna be the one that fucking takes the blame for it, for some damn reason. I guess because I'm the one with a face. Where do you get that from, Independent? Fail troll is fail. Hey, you with the face. What kind of music do I play? It's pretty obvious. Explain that to me, Independent. I play, everything I do ends up sounding kind of shoegaze and like gothy, and I don't know. I play bad music. Do I like ska? I used to. Back in the day, I used to like Less Than Jake and Real Big Fish and all that shit. I got in a car once in the Middle East Club in Boston. That was pretty fucking cool. What do I think of Garon Chevy's a faggot? Independent 1974, you go, oh, there you go. You make the big announcement insulting him, hyping it, but now you can take it and leave it. Well, you know, when I made that announcement, I said that I was doing this as a publicity stunt to get subscriptions, and I got 1,000 subscriptions from doing it. So, as our illustrious former president once said, mission accomplished. You know, as for the fucking debate itself, I really could give a shit either way, but I'm still gonna go through with it. If it doesn't happen, it's gonna be because he pussied out, not me. Chicken's out. I'm not gonna cry about it because I don't give a shit. I bet you'll cry, because I bet it's the only thing you have to look forward to in your boring ass little fucking life, isn't it? Well, don't rely on straight dope to do your dirty work. Why don't you bury me yourself, man? Come on, don't be a toady. You and I can have our own little debate. Yeah, you. You're the one with the big mouth. Let's have a... You can be like the jobber before the big match, man. I can warm up on you. Well, about that, FakeSagan. I really just want to sniff straight dope's taint. I don't know if I can really fucking argue with you myself. I just came in here to troll. Hit me up on Skype? No, I'm not gonna add you to Skype, but I'll make you a co-host if you want to. Oh, no face, big surprise. I'm shocked, sir. I'm shocked. And I bet you're really handsome, but you just value your privacy, right? I get it. Professional concerns. What if the boss saw you on the internet? Ooh. Fucking a kid in the ass, it can ruin your career, right? So what's up? You want to co-host? No? Oh. Why not? You want to talk to me on Skype in private, but you're not going to let everybody in here watch? What's wrong with just co-hosting you, man? So don't turn the camera on. When you co-host, the little window says up that says like camera approve or don't approve, and you just put don't approve. Yes, it fucking works. You don't think that works? Watch this. Look, my camera is off, and yet you can still hear me. You can't see me, but you can hear me. Wow, isn't it amazing how that works? Look at that. Look at that. My voice can still clearly be heard, and yet the camera is not functioning because I fucking turned it off. Isn't it fucking amazing how that works? Oh my god. Dude, come on. Don't be a pussy. I don't want to add you on Skype. I don't want to be friends. I don't want to be your BFF. That's as far as it fucking goes. Yeah, or just point the drape a pair of your dirty fucking drawers over the camera. I mean, cover it with your hand. Like, what is the issue here? I'll tell you what, man. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna co-host you. And if you don't do it, I'm gonna kick you out of here for being a coward. You don't have to show yourself, but you gotta talk. He's not going to do it, Deus. You don't have to show your face. Just turn on your microphone, man. It's easy. Everybody wants to see you do it. Give thumbs up if you want Independent to get on his microphone. Yeah, look at all that. Look at that sea of green. Look at that. It's like you're Ivan Drago in Rocky IV. The crowd is behind you. Goodman. All right, man.
Hello?
Oh shit.
Yeah, hello.
I was just about to ban your ass.
Don't ban me, dude.
Don't ban me, dude.
It is new for me. I'm not on the internet.
I'm not on the internet to argue with stupid people. And now there's a window above your face, so I don't know.
What was that, Independent?
No.
Could you repeat it? Wow. Do you have some kind of developmental disability, Independent?
No.
No.
No. Down syndrome?
Also not, no.
Also not, no.
Okay. I'm just saying, I mean, your speech pattern sounds a little unusual. So, here we are. You're on co-host. What do you want to say to me? Don't wait for straight dope to pwn me. Do it yourself. Put me in my place.
Well, you made a big announcement video, and now it's all like, and I don't need it, and I don't want it because I'm a pussy. For having you know, not everyone is on the internet 24/7, and you say I don't have a life because I don't make stupid videos showing my face because I don't have better things to do. Fuck you, dude. And fuck the amazing atheists as well. And fuck Galen and fuck all of them. You're internet people. All you do is be online and whine and cry. And you think that phoning someone online is the ultimate goal in your life? I have better things to do. But yeah, if you invite me, if you say I'm a it's 7 in the morning, you idiot. I just woke up. And I've seen you before.
Deaf? Are you deaf? How can... Why do you sound like this? Are you deaf?
It's probably the connection.
That's not a Middle Eastern accent. Okay.
Of course I'm
So
foreign. What the... is that wrong now? Are you a fucking bigot?
Just because you put your country of origin as something besides the United States on BlogTv doesn't mean it's really true. Every fucking troll says that they're from Turkey. But let me ask you a question, Independent. You say that the amazing atheist and I are internet people and we're losers.
No, you're not losers for making videos.
Arguing with me on BlogTv.
You're losers for thinking that defines someone, or that Stray Dope is a coward because he doesn't show his face, or that I am a coward for not showing my face, or because I prefer not to be on... I even prefer not to be on voice on YouTube or on BlogTv, but since you push me and it's early in the morning, I just was fed up and I thought, okay, if you want to rumble, and you can laugh as much as you want about the way I speak, go ahead. Do your thing. Make a fool of yourself.
I do think you're a coward for not showing your face. But that isn't my point. I asked you a fucking question. Are you dumb? Did you not understand what I asked you?
I didn't hear a question.
Do I need to repeat it? Okay, here's the question. Alright. You think that me and the Amazing Atheist are loser internet people?
No, I answered it. Yeah, I do think so.
No, you said we spend all our time on the internet. You said we spend all our time on the internet, and you don't, right? You've got a life. You've got outside interests, and we spend all our time on the internet. You said that. The words came out of your mush mouth. But yet here you fucking are at my BlogTv show at 7 a.m. So you got up in the morning and you were like, I've got to go see what FakeSagan's doing.
Actually...
So where's this stunning life of yours, man? I mean, really. You're an internet person too. You're just a cowardly internet person. You're an internet person who doesn't want to show his face. Because you're a punk. We're both internet people. Right? Are you on the fucking internet arguing with me about...
You are wrong. I don't criticize you for being on the internet board, but for... Let me find the words. I'm for...
But you did. But you did criticize me for being on the internet. You said
it's
you
not
and
about
TJ
being
spend
on
your
the
whole
internet.
lives on the internet.
It's about thinking somehow it makes you cooler than other people. Or like...
Do you know what
like what you do now, like,
means?
yeah, it's just, the whole idea of I'm following this.
Do you know what moving the goalpost means? You said that me and TJ spend all our time on the internet.
No, I didn't say that.
And that we think
I didn't even say that. No, I didn't. You're a liar.
Did he say it?
But I already knew it.
Did he say it?
You're correct. It's your correct. I didn't say it. I said you and TJ and people like Jalen, they think the internet is the
when I
most
addressed that
important.
point, you fucking took it back. That's called moving the goalpost. You made a point, and when I refuted your point, you said that you never said it. That's called moving the goalpost, and it's a shitty fucking debate tactic. It's a fallacy. I addressed the point you made, and you didn't like it. So you tried to deny that you ever said it.
The point I made is that you and TJ think if you phone someone on the internet, it actually means something, and I think it doesn't. Or I think it means less than you seem to think. That's all.
That's all.
Okay, so you're somebody on the internet is a really big deal, and it has a big impact in real life. That's what you're saying, right?
That's the impression I get, yes.
That's the impression I get, yes.
That's the impression you get. Okay, so is it more meaningful when straight dope phones somebody?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
But I think
but you seem to be a big fan. You said straight dope is going to pwn me, right? You said straight dope's gonna pwn you, FakeSagan.
That is true.
So you seem to care a little bit of you seem to care about pwnage.
Straight dope
you seem to take that
understands
seriously.
The relativity of it all.
The relativity of it all? Like E equals MC squared? What are you talking about?
No, that there are more important issues.
Like what?
Well, even the things you talked about earlier today, I was pleasantly surprised.
You were pleasantly surprised by things I talked about earlier today.
Oh, well, they did seem like more serious than just YouTube, and I'm gonna phone this loser, and I'm gonna phone this loser.
Independent, let me ask you a question. Okay?
Okay.
What serious issues of any importance or consequence does straight dope ever talk about? Does straight dope ever make videos about politics? No. Do I make videos about politics? Yes. Does straight dope make videos about religion? No. Do I make videos about religion? Yes. Does straight dope make videos about philosophy? No. Do I make videos about philosophy? Yes. All straight dope does is fucking insult people. I insult people too.
Can I answer? You
can answer when I'm fucked. How about you let me finish my sentence and then you fucking answer? How about that? You know how to act like a fucking adult? Now it's your turn. Go ahead.
You're actually wrong. Straight dope does make videos about politics.
Oh yeah, when?
Here's one about the Toronto situation.
I've never seen that. I'll have to take your word for it. I don't watch the guy's
you might actually like it.
Has he made a video about the Toronto riots? Are you talking about the G12?
The G20. I can link you. If he just did YouTube drama, I don't think that would be a thing.
When did it come out? I don't remember him ever making a video about the G20. Well, link it. Show me.
I can link you? Okay. Let me find it.
I've never seen him make a video about anything except insulting somebody that's connected to the Amazing Atheist in some way.
And then he also made a video about spanking. He made a video about porn. He made a video about stuff on crime. I thought it was good.
About spanking? About... Did you say
religion
porn?
is a baby
What did you
killer?
say?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. I just don't think it's accurate and... You know, I don't mind if you want to insult people for what they actually do, but it's like on the internet it seems like you can say about straight up he never makes videos about anything else, and people accept it if you actually look at...
And you're not guilty of that at all.
He talks about other stuff. That is true. I am.
What brought you to my show tonight?
Well, one of my friends did a BlogTv, but then he said, yeah, but I'm drunk, so I'm in FakeSagan's room. So then he linked me, and the rest is history.
Let me tell you what I think, independent. I think that the reason you're a straight dope fan is because you're too fucking cowardly to show yourself on the internet. And straight dope makes you feel good about yourself. Makes you feel like people like you aren't cowards. What do you have to say about that?
I have to say something about it. It's your opinion. Being called a coward on the internet.
Am I wrong in that opinion?
I've been called worse. And I think
well, straight dope calls people cowards on the internet.
Yeah, but I've been called worse in real life and on the internet, so I don't really care. I linked you the video, by the way. If you think it doesn't talk about anything else, it does.
Straight dope calls people cowards on the internet.
I don't really matter.
So
no, but you can call me whatever you want.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yeah, but you don't seem to understand.
If you call somebody a coward, then your own courage becomes it can be called into question.
Fair enough, yeah. So, you think I'm a coward
right, and
for
do you see nothing? Do you
think I'm a coward for me?
Yeah, I think you're a coward.
But it's fine, that's your opinion. I don't share that opinion, but...
I'm sure you don't. That doesn't make it any the less true. Alright, look. Straight dope insults people's physical appearance, and he never shows himself. Do you not find anything cowardly about that?
When did he insult someone's physical appearance?
Anybody want to provide links? Because I'm not going to go and hunt them down myself.
Well, when he calls Brett Keane a fat piece of...
Mannix, Brett, and me and TJ too. I mean, it's not just Mannix and Brett Keane.
Okay, I will look into that. No links needed. Maybe I am too much of a fan of straight dope then. I will look into it.
Well, look, don't look into it. Don't look into it.
Why not? That's what I do.
Let's put it as a hypothetical.
That's what I do.
No. You don't need to fact check. You don't need to fact check anything. Just take it as a hypothetical. Let's say.
Okay. Yeah, let's say.
Are you stupid? Hello? Yes, I do. Listen to me. Do you know what hypothetical means?
Yes.
It's a word. Have you ever heard the word hypothetical? You know what it means?
I know what it means.
What does hypothetical mean?
Let's assume for the sake of argument or...
Let's assume for the sake of argument. That's right. Good. Okay, so let's assume for the sake of argument that straight dope has insulted other people's physical appearance without showing his own face. Okay? Now it doesn't mean you have to take that as... It doesn't mean you have to accept that it really happened. I don't want to sit here for 3 hours while you watch all of his videos.
Just make the argument.
So if you take that... If you assume that for the sake of argument, I made my argument. Is that cowardice? Is it cowardice to insult somebody else's appearance when you don't show yourself?
Depends.
That's my argument. I don't need to restate it.
Okay.
It depends on what? If you know what cowardice is?
Stupid in between sentences. What the hell is that about? Do you want to talk with me or not? You don't have. I can't just like.
What?
Just now. Are you stupid?
I made fun of your voice. That's different.
Yeah, my voice, yeah. It's fuck, yes. Okay, but
Are you gonna answer my
I'm
question?
gonna answer your question now if I can. If I can.
The floor is yours.
Okay. I would say it could be cowardice if it's the core of what he does, or if it's no, if he does it the majority of the time, or if it's the main thing in his argumentation. But somehow I doubt it. But I'm not sure. So, but for the sake of argument, let me put it this way. If he were to constantly, I hear echo back. I constantly hear myself. It's not nice, but anyway. If he but I know him. He doesn't do that. His arguments are not about your appearance only, or TJ's, or mainly about you guys' appearance. It's about what you do.
Okay.
It's about behavior.
So what you're saying is... Okay, so what you're saying is that attacks on physical appearance aren't the crux of his argument. They're just incidental. He has a main point.
Okay.
Right, that's what you're saying, right?
Thank you.
That's what you're saying, right?
That's the word I was looking for.
Okay, good. Well, don't you think that if you don't show yourself entirely, who cares if it's the main point? It should be off the table because he doesn't show himself.
I think that's a fair point.
No, yes, maybe. You think that's a fair point?
A fair point. I think that's a fair point, and I think you should bring it up with Straight Up, and I think Straight Up should say, yeah, maybe it's a point. And I'm a fan, so I would be wondering what he has to say to this. But that's the internet again, and it's like, and he has his fans, and you have your fans, and it's all about, oh, I'm cooler than you. What the hell? It's like high school. I don't like it. That's all. That's what I don't like.
But away from this anonymous thing, because I don't think it's doing you any favors whatsoever. But you know, again, I'm just an anonymous internet douchewad, and you'll probably brush off my opinion just as badly as you do the encyclopedia ones.
What's this guy's name? This guy that won't shut up. I can't read it. Something Bear. What is it? Pie Bear. Hey, Pie Bear. Listen up, man.
What's this guy's name that won't shut up?
You're getting too hung up on the
third person when you're talking directly at me. Right, okay, carry on.
Yeah, hey, Pedo Bear, you're getting too hung up on the face thing, okay? You're getting too hung up on the name thing.
That's hilarious irony there, Fakey. You are the one who is too hung up on this faceless thing. Very clearly, to anyone with any fucking semblance of objectivity, as you like to go on about. This faceless thing is clearly not anything that you should even give a fuck about, but it's the only thing you're...
Oh, I am. I'm too hung up on it? Okay, you hold that thought. Hold that thought, pal.
If you've got something on me, I'm going to be really surprised. So go on.
Oh, I do? You're going to be very surprised.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm being hacked.
But you know what? You talk a little bit too much, so and I'll put you back on once the video's done. Stick around though. Don't go anywhere. said a lot of bullshit, but the only thing that really mattered to me was the word. For me, this issue of anonymity was all about whether or not somebody shows their face. You were wrong. I'd like to hear you say that you were wrong. Can you do that? You said you watched my videos, and for me this was all about faces. No, I don't need to put you back on. Just say it. Say, I was wrong, Fake Sagan. I fucking spoke out of my ass. Just say it. You never said that, really? Come on, bro. Really? I wish I was recording this. I would actually go back and replay it for you. No, we were talking about independent first, but then we were talking about straight dope. And you said for me this is all about faces, right? I said that you're too hung up on faces and names, and you said, oh no, that's ironic because you're the one who's so hung up on faces and names. I've watched your videos, and for you this is all about faces and names. That's what you fucking said. Oh, you want me to link that video I just played? What, you think that's like some hidden behind-the-scenes footage that never saw the... Yeah, sure, I am going to answer your fucking question, too, about weight classes. Oh, you never said that, so you believe the video is real. Okay, so you were wrong. Why would I dispute that? I have no idea. I'm glad you're big enough to admit it. Okay. Now, as far as weight classes go, you said, hey, Fake Sagan, you say you like to fight within your own anonymity weight class, and yet here you are going after straight dope. But look, I said I like a challenge. Straight dope is a heavy weight compared to me because he's got a lot more anonymity. Nothing about him is known, whereas a lot of things about me are known. So you see how that works? Apology. Thank you. I appreciate your support. You had no idea what the video was. Well, look, you said that you had watched my videos, and that it was ironic for me to tell you that you were too hung up on the whether or not somebody shows their face or gives you their name, because that's exactly what I do. That's what you fucking said. And now you're saying, oh, I wasn't familiar with that video, whatever. Really? I'm starting to think that you're not being entirely honest. Wait, I clearly am. So in that video I was clearly lying, right? I'm just a liar. I'm just on a quest to see Straight Dope's face, even if he doesn't tell us anything else about him, right? Like he just shows his face, and then just like that, I'm like, okay, pack it up, I'm done, right? That's what you're saying? Well, then what are you saying? I mean, yeah, I'll admit, I'm definitely trying to pin you so that I can argue with it. But but I'm more than happy for you to be the one that defines that position, if you would be so generous. Or is that bad cricket? I mean, should we just declare you the winner here? Do you not really want to have an argument? I mean, well, like, I have to... You kind of have to have a clearly defined position for me to argue with. Actually, that was unintentional. That wasn't even like a... That wasn't a haha, you're a limey joke. I say bad cricket sometimes. And by the way, you can't call me a bigot because I'm English too. Ha! I've got a license to slur. I love how that works. Tell me where from after I say this. What? I'm ethnically English, you fucking twit. I'm not from England. I can't pinpoint your accent. Come on, are you for real? United States, bro. I use my face more than a mime does? What does that mean? Okay, am I conveying too much emotion and am I like conveying too much feeling for you here? Do you want me to put on a poker face? I'll do it. All right, Pie Bear, let's continue our discussion. But to use my analogy... Oh, I'm sorry, I gesticulated, I'm sorry. I'm not impatient at all with how long it's taking you to finish that sentence. I am a stone. But you're conflating my criticisms with independent, my criticisms of independent with my criticisms of straight dope, which is easy to do since they're both anonymous. Oh, I'm sorry, I raised my eyebrows there. God, it's hard to maintain a completely straight face all the time. Fuck. I've got to learn to be boring. Think DPR Jones, DPR Jones, DPR Jones, DPR Jones. I can do this. I can do this. Pie Bear, straight dope's face isn't all I talk about, and I just fucking proved that with that clip of that video that I showed you. So why are you obstinately refusing to internalize that new information and adapt your argument to it accordingly? Okay, yeah, I do have a problem with his anonymity. And I think it's a legitimate criticism that he chooses targets who reveal a lot more personal information about themselves than he reveals about himself. To that I hold. Well, then take some Benadryl, Pie Bear. I mean, you know, you're involved in it now. You're associated. You're in this. But you said that I need to focus on refuting Straight Dope's arguments instead of criticizing him for his anonymity and his cowardice. Well, you present me with his arguments against me, and I will do so. Take all the time you need. If you know what? If you want to take some time, if you want to take 20 minutes and go watch his videos and then come back, take notes. Do what you have to do. I'll still be here. By the way, can I start making facial expressions again, because my face is like getting sore from holding it still like this. It's kind of hard. Thank you. Whew, man. I hate to be a mime or something, but that's just a little bit hard to do. You know, did you guys want me to like pull the invisible rope or do the box? Maybe. You're criticizing me for making facial expressions, dude. That's how fucking strong your goddamn argument is. Think about that. Watching Straight Dope videos. Oh no, he's not. He just lulled. Go watch Straight Dope videos, man. Watch them. He made 2 about me. One's called Fake Sagan Fails Volume 1. One's called Fake Sagan Fails Volume 2. And if you can distill a rational argument that is not pure insults out of that, then I will go ahead and address it for you, not for him. You know why? Because you showed your face, and you're not a coward. I don't feel like I have to defend myself to a coward. I don't know why Brett Keane does, you know. I mean, there's plenty wrong with me, Pie Bear. You know, I'm a fragile human being with flaws and failings, just like anybody else. But my shortcomings are out in the open for everybody to see. Whereas Straight Dope, on the other hand, is a blank slate. We don't know anything about him. And walk self to a blank slate. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Yeah, good question, isn't it? Well, you're saying I should, Independent, and Pie Bear's saying I should. You're saying that Straight Dope's anonymity is not what's an issue. Instead, you know, I should just focus on his arguments, whatever the fuck those are, because all I see is insults. I have an ego. Yeah, according to Freud, we all do. Are you saying I have a really big ego and I'm really stuck up and egotistical? Maybe I am. And? Yeah, but the superego isn't a big ego. The superego is the part of your mind that focuses on, like, social responsibility and ethics and shit like that. I'm just saying. Alright. Well, then I was just fucking off, too. I knew you were kidding. But if you were serious, so was I. You wouldn't... Wait, what? What? If I think all the guy has is insults, I wouldn't bother addressing him, but you feel compelled. Oh my goodness, it's a publicity stunt, Independent. I don't care if straight dope drops off the face of the earth tomorrow and this debate never happened. Calling anonymous people cowards tomorrow, even if straight dope doesn't exist. You know, I've always thought anonymous trolls were pussies. It's not just straight dope. He's just a very good example. No, I won't. I'll have a change of heart. Really? What are you, like my existential guru now? Where do you get that from? Why will I have a change of heart? Bro, I was criticizing anonymous trolls before straight dope existed. Have you ever heard of eternal undying love? No, you're right. Anonymous does not equal troll. An anonymous troll. Not everybody who's anonymous is a troll. You're quite correct. Good for you, Independent. You do know that there's a difference between the group that's called, well, not group, but the meme of people who call themselves anonymous and just the average anonymous user, right? So when I criticize anonymous, I'm not necessarily talking about Joe Blow who doesn't give his name on the internet. But you see there's a difference there, right? See, this is where a lot of the confusion comes in. You know, I don't hate every anonymous internet user. But the guys who, you know, troll like 11-year-old cam whores and shit under a mask of anonymity, yeah, I criticize them. I criticize the we do not forgive, we do not forget, expect us, we are legion jackasses, whatever you want to call them. I mean, maybe we need another name for those guys besides anonymous. Maybe it's a bad idea to name somebody after a word in the dictionary, because that way it causes a little bit of confusion. Like when I diss on anonymous, I'm not dissing on everyone who happens to be anonymous. Oh no, Pie Bear, it doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. You don't get to just say, watch this video and argue with it. You have to distill the criticism. You have to, okay, I'll co-host you. Yeah, sure. Sure. We can do that. Actually, give me a minute though. Thirsty. Alright. we are back. Sorry about that. Everybody still here? Still here, Pie Bear? Alright, I am about to co-host you. But I know that once I do, that pie hole of yours is going to open. And it's not going to close until I remove you as a co-host, and I won't get a word in edgewise. So first I'm going to give this preface, okay? I am going to address the criticisms of straight dope out of the mouth of some teenage kid from England or whatever, because I would never address criticisms of my life from an anonymous coward. I just wouldn't fucking do it. I wouldn't lower myself to answering to his. He's not Torquemada. I know Brett Keane let him fucking play Inquisitor. I'm not gonna fucking do it. But I'm doing this because I'm gonna pretend that these are your criticisms, Pie Bear. I'm gonna pretend that you are the one making these criticisms of me, and I'm gonna address them. That having been said, this does not mean that the debate isn't going to happen or that my beef with straight dope ends then and there. As long as that's understood, you may begin, sir. Actually, you know what, too? I'm going to get my headphones on and eliminate this echo. So, give me a second here. Just my sound levels.
BlogTv. My collection of dolphins.
Can't hear you, buddy. Cannot hear you.
I seriously have like 50.
Alright.
Hello, FakeSagan's. Hello, can you hear me?
Alright.
First of all, thanks for calling me a teenager. I'm actually 23 years old, but I guess that's a good thing. I did just watch FakeSagan's 2.
Take it as a compliment. It's your youth.
I do, of course, absolutely, I appreciate it. I did watch FakeSagan's 2, and I guess you'll have to slightly forgive me because I've watched a lot of the straight dope videos in my own time wasting. But his video was pretty substanceless. His main argument was you got really drunk and did a bunch of stupid shit. Admittedly it was stupid, some of it was stupid, but everyone's done that, you know, it's not an argument. What is, alright, and I'll admit that I was wrong, that I thought he had more substantive argument. I've not watched those videos in so long. I just saw your video put up on YouTube saying, come see me, and it was a nice fellow with guitar, so I thought, why not? But I think the point still stands that if all you have against him is his anonymity, and all he has against you is, look, he did a bunch of stupid shit whilst drunk. I understand. I mean, you kind of have this wild card that you go to that I don't give a fuck that I'm doing it for publicity. Good on you for having the balls to say that, but I'm just saying, you think some people have, there's no such thing as bad press, but I really think this is such a, I mean, everyone in this chat, including myself, probably enjoys many other videos, but it's what you make videos about what you want. I'm just saying, I think, my own personal opinion, all you have is that he's anonymous, because like I said, he probably has a bunch of shit in his life that you could attack and insult if he'd show you, but he's not going to show you. So why don't you just, you know, I mean, I don't think it's good publicity, man. It's just a pointless argument, and the thing, and you applied the same argument to Independent, and it was pointless. Why wouldn't he show his face? Who gives a fuck? Seriously, it's not significant to what he's saying. Straight dope, clearly, his insults against you, as you've said yourself, are, you know, pathetic and empty. What's, you know, why do you even sort of focus on it? You know, I mean, for this wildcard, I go to, you know, there's no such thing as bad press, but I think this is bad press, man. It's just a waste of time to try and argue against someone who's not gonna. Don't die on me, man. Come on. Stick seriously, come on. This is a good argument. Anyway, all I wanted to say was, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me, alright? And, like I say, I just think both arguments on both sides are just fucking irrelevant. And I mean, if you want a bunch of bad press from these clearly fucking idiot internet trolls that just talk about ponage and all this bullshit, if that's what you want, fine. But I just, you know, I like you. I guess it's selfish. I prefer it if you made videos about, you know, other shit that I enjoyed before. So, you know, whatever. You're gonna make videos about what you want. I think I've just talked for 5 minutes.
Hi, Bear.
Probably clinically dead. Yeah, man. What's up?
I can't pay you a lot for being my press agent. You know that, right?
Yeah, I understand. No worries. Anyway, okay, listen, like I said, there's not, I was wrong to say that there was, more substance to his arguments than there was. God, look at that pained look on your face, man. You can't find it that hard to understand this accent. Seriously, there is such a look of pain on your face.
I feel pain. It's not
like that, I promise you.
It's not your accent. I find your accent pleasant and actually a little bit sexy. But what's paining me is that you said you were going to distill Straight Dope's arguments against me, which I should be focusing on.
I didn't say that. No, I said I'd watch. I said I'd watch them. I said I'd watch and see if they were. I didn't say I'd find all of them. Okay. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
I said I'd watch them, but I'm just.
I know what you mean, but I can't. But Pie Bear, do you understand that I can't help but feel a little bit vindicated by the fact that you watched 2 videos that he made about me and were unable to come up with one argument? Look, Fiber, hey, sip it. He got really drunk is not an argument. That's an observation.
That's what I'm saying. It's substanceless. I called it substanceless. It has no substance. It's fucking pointless. And you know, if some guy walks past me in the street and calls me a dickhead, that happens on a regular basis, believe it or not. But if that happens, I just say, what the fuck? I don't know you. You know, you're some anonymous, like you said.
I call you a bellend.
That'll go down well over here. But you do well. You're clearly very English. But yeah, okay. If you want to make these videos, your YouTube channel, you're going to do what the fuck you want. You always have, you know. But I'm just saying, my personal opinion, if you're interested in it, is that it's fucking useless to argue against this guy because he's anonymous. You have nothing on him that's any better than what he has, which is nothing, clearly. So I'm just saying, if I've enjoyed your other videos personally. All right.
I have every intention of making serious videos again. I'm not just going to do nothing but trauma. But Pie Bear, let me ask you this. You said that what I'm doing right here is bad press. Then can I ask you one question? How come it's all that anybody in this chat has been able to talk about for the past 2 hours?
It's like 83 people, man, and that they.
This is captivating people.
But look at some of the comments. It's captivating
you.
A lot of the comments. It is captivating me because you're an interesting person to talk to. But I'm looking at some of these comments, and I'm not sure that I'd want most of these people following me. You know what I'm saying? And I still think that your argument that independent has no balls by not showing his face, I think that's bullshit. Because clearly, no one in this chat would want an Encyclopedia Dramatica page about them. And everyone in this chat, including you and me, is vulnerable to it if we show our faces. That's why some people prefer anonymity. I swear I've pronounced that wrong 4 or 5 times. But that's why I think some people.
What's so wrong with having an Encyclopedia Dramatica page again about you? Why are you guys so scared? Really?
It's horrible, man. I mean, I understand that, like, the tone of those things is like some dark humor and stuff, but I'd hate it. I mean, everyone has an ego, even as much as people pretend they don't, and that it would hurt. It would
I have a big ego. I have a big ego. I have a huge ego, but you know what? I have a huge ego, but you know what? Haters gonna hate, man.
Absolutely. Okay.
And sticks and stones.
Sure. Absolutely, because you don't have a fragile ego, but most people do. Most people would hate to have that page about them, man.
Most people are cowards.
Really horrible to know that
Most people are fucking insecure, spineless pussies.
Well, I
and
guess that's
pussies
just,
should keep their
that's
fucking
their
mouths
opinion,
shut when men are talking.
Don't be serious. That sounds like it came out of a cartoon. Did you steal that from a cartoon? That seriously sounded like a Conan the Barbarian
100% original. Hey, everything we Americans say sounds like it came out of a cartoon. Welcome to America.
Okay, alright. Anyway,
big guns, big tits, big explosions, Big Macs, baby. These colors don't run.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it one day. Hey, I've got an American girlfriend, actually, believe it or not. She doesn't live in America. But anyway, I appreciate taking the time to talk to me, but I work nights, but I'm looking forward to seeing these other videos you say you're going to make. I did enjoy them. So, good luck with this, but I just don't think you're going to come out.
I guess we'll see, won't we? It should be exciting.
Okay, man. Catch you later.
Alright, take it easy. And that's not because I'm going to make the weaker argument. That's because most people, most human beings, are cowards. And they're going to side with a coward against somebody whose bravery reflects their cowardice and makes them feel bad about themselves. You understand that? I know that that I'm not going to come out of this smelling like a rose or whatever it was that you were saying. And I don't care. That's the difference between me and a guy like you. And the difference between me and a guy like Straight Dope. I don't care. I mean, what are they going to do? Make my Encyclopedia Dramatica page bigger? Maybe maybe I'll get nominated for like best article on ED or something. You know, what is? Can I ask you something, Pie Bear? Since you're still here, you haven't gone to work yet. What's so scary about Encyclopedia Dramatica? What's the big deal? So there's some people insulting me on the internet. So what? They don't come to my house and plant a bomb under my car. They don't. I mean, what is the issue? But fear is the mind killer, Pie Bear. Fear is the little death that brings total oblivion. A coward dies 1,000 deaths, but a brave man can only get pwned once. If I have kids, my docs are not out there. Nobody's got my docs, and even if they did, let's say somebody had my docs and I have kids. What then? You know what's the interesting thing about Trolls Independent? They don't leave the house. They talk shit on the internet. So what if a bunch of people have my address? They're not going to do anything with it. Boxy is a great example. I remember everybody saying, "Oh, you should be scared of anonymous fakes," and this was before Boxy came back, because she came back last month. Everybody was saying, "Oh, you think anonymous is just a joke and you shouldn't be afraid of him?" Well, they got Boxy. They broke into her house and they took pictures of her and they blackmailed her to never go on the internet again. And guess what? It was bullshit. I knew it the minute I heard it. Because anonymous doesn't do shit in fucking real life. Unless they're all like at a protest rally wearing their Guy Fawkes masks getting that false sense of security and a fake prosthetic set of balls by having a bunch of people around them that look just like them. That's called mob mentality, and it's called cowardice. And I don't need that shit. I stand on my own 2 fucking feet. I'd like to see everybody start trying it. I may have a life where it can't hurt me. Look, you know, I could suffer professional consequences. I could get fired from a job because somebody saw my YouTube videos and didn't like it. But ask yourself a question. How obsequious are you willing to be? How much of a quiet, little, insignificant nothing are you willing to be? Why does it stop at the internet? Maybe you should be careful of how you vote. Maybe you should be careful of what you say in fear of professional consequences and reprisal from your peers. Well, fuck that. I don't give a fuck what any of you people think of me. Because none of you have the nuts to do something about it. You don't like me, do something about it. Then I'll worry. Until then, all I hear is talk. Well, you've got more balls than a lot of the fucking men in here do then, Wix. You know, I have a theory of how we came to this sad state of affairs, and it could be just a notion. Maybe everybody's always been this much of a coward. But I swear, you know, it seems to me like back in the day there was a code of the schoolyard. There was like a code of manliness. Like, it wasn't cool to hide. And now it seems like it is. And I think that's a cultural thing. I think it comes from the culture that gives medals for bravery to snipers. From the culture that calls bomber pilots heroes. You know, we've turned anonymous cowards into fucking, into symbols of masculinity, and they're fucking not. He was, but, you know, he would be the first one to tell you that he was young and stupid. But my point is, we're becoming a culture that glorifies cowardice. We're turning our fucking, we're turning the conception of bravery on its head. And I don't like it. Oh, I'll do that till I die, Alchany. I overvalue bravery. Guilty as charged. I think you undervalue it. Billy Joel. I would have loved to have been able to just answer that question by saying, I don't have a girlfriend. But now I do. But my girlfriend is an Oceanavani, so Don't get confused. And no, I bought this myself. When you live in Louisiana and you're a pale ginger, you have to have a way to keep the sun off. You don't want to get that red neck. You know, the despised redneck. Because if that happened, I would have to start making my videos anonymously in order to be taken seriously, right? Because I guess that's the only way that anybody's going to pay attention to your arguments instead of what you look like now, right? You got to be anonymous. Do I have to start being a coward in order to be taken seriously? Is that what it's come to? That would be a shame. That would really be a shame. No, independent, you are not brave. You are a wuss. And I don't care what your fucking reasons are, because guess what? Whatever reasons you have for not wanting to show your face, I have them too. And I've chosen to rise above them and keep my fears in check. Why can't you do the same thing? Now, I'm not saying that showing your face on the internet is a test of manliness, because if it was, then everybody who doesn't have a computer would just be a big pussy, right? Then Aboriginal headhunters living in Papua New Guinea would be big pussies. They'd be sissies because they're not on the internet, right? Even though those guys could probably fucking chop our heads off and shit down our necks. But guess what? That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that if you're on the internet anyway, and you're arguing with people who show their faces, and you're insulting people who show their faces, but you do not show your face, you are a coward. Yes, you are. You're a coward. I'm focusing on the wrong thing. It's not about whether someone shows their face, it's the argument. It's not about whether someone reveals anything about themselves. Just focus on what they say. No, you don't criticize people for their looks, independent. You just come in here saying that guys who do are gonna kick my ass. Well, maybe he fucking will. But whether I win this debate, you know, I'll still be me, and you'll still be a coward. And so will Dopey. I do too. I do too. Boy, after tonight, I'm really looking forward to it. You guys have got me pumped. I'm really ready for this now. Yes, you are. You're a coward. I know that you're afraid to show yourself. I know that. I do. Thank you. Thanks for your permission. I can and I do. But that's the argument that we're getting from these people, Wix. That's exactly what Pie Bear said. Oh, I wouldn't want there to be an Encyclopedia Dramatica article about me. My fragile ego would shatter if somebody insulted me, if somebody called me a mean name, and they took a picture of me and photoshopped it so it looks like there's a dick in my mouth. oh God, I would just crumble. I would just fall apart. That's the argument. That's what they're saying. Imagine that. And I'm the one who takes the internet too seriously, right? Blows my fucking mind. How does it speak to maturity level, Cool Blue Stars? Is it immature to like be an attention-seeking cam whore, and it's more mature to be like an anonymous guy that like, wait, if you're afraid of someone going, oh, okay, yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. I was getting ready to fucking argue with you, but I guess we agree. I don't know. I think it's more of like a self-confidence thing than a maturity thing, but you know, cowardice, I think, is a lot of the ills that humanity faces. I think cowardly, insecure people are more willing to hand over their sovereignty to dictators. I think cowardly, insecure people are more likely to ostracize somebody in order to get pats on the back from their peers and exhibit mob behavior. I think cowardice is something that we should all work to identify in ourselves and fight against. It's more than about just showing your face on a YouTube video or not. You know, consider the internet a training ground for real life. If you're a coward on here, you're going to be a coward. If you're afraid to show yourself here, you're going to be afraid to show yourself on the fucking street. Oh, but you know what the difference is, Independent 1974? I bet you're nice and meek and mild when you fucking go out on the street, right? You're not saying, ooh, this guy's gonna kick your ass, and this, you know, I mean, you've got this false set of balls, because you don't show yourself. You get this false sense of fucking security. Or are you saying that you're like a brave guy because you protest? You go to protests? Is that what you're saying? Because you know what a protest is, right? It's a mob. And I'm not saying anything about them. 1974. I do. Maybe I want to know what a coward's principles are. You're a Marxist, though. That doesn't surprise me. So your principles are probably egalitarianism, everybody being equal. I guess you would say generosity and sharing of resources, right? Right? Nah. Maybe I just don't know what Marxism is. I don't know. It's been a few years since I read the Communist Manifesto, man. My principles are independence, freedom, and I'm aware that that's a vague and nebulous concept, but it has a unique meaning to me, like it does to anybody else. Justice, and there again, that's a concept that has a unique meaning to me. Pathological individuals, you know where I got that from? Somebody told me that they were sick of my pathological individualism, and I liked it so much that I decided to make that my, that was courtesy of a troll, so I took it and ran with it. I decided to internalize that one. We at least agree on something. That's good. We found common ground, independent. And what about the failings of communism? Can you acknowledge those? Khmer Rouge, East German Stasi, Ukrainian genocide. I believe this is getting scrolled off I believe the economic theories of Marx and don't think they have been disproven. Well, it's easy to come up with something that can't be disproven. Paul, holy shit. It has been a long time since I've seen you in here. You know, I was talking about you earlier on in the evening. You were a hotly debated topic around here. How's it hanging? Low and lazy, baby. And slightly to the left. We share the same opinion about the Casey, whoever the fuck their name is, story. Just so you know. What I was saying, Paul, is it reminds me of Jean-Benet Ramsey, Terry Schiavo, and Lacey Peterson. You know, it's just another fucking it's another puppet show to distract the fucking idiots from what's really going on. I got to agree with that. 100%. That's why I favorited the video. Oh, I think China is a great example of the communism and capitalism are really just meaningless labels. Aren't they? I mean, they call themselves communists, but they're anything fucking but. Oh, Paul, you should have expected that, and it is a ponage. It is a ponage. Don't try to keep things civil, because we see through it. You even called him obtuse, man. That's I mean, that kind of steps outside the realm of civil discourse. That's an insult. I mean, I can see how it kind of straddles the fence. I do understand, Paul. You don't have to explain. I am behind your position on this one. You don't know how many times me and TJ have had arguments like this, and it pisses me off when he pretends not to care about shit, because he fucking does. I mean, he obviously cares about police abuse, but he can't see why that story has no place taking up attention on national media for weeks and weeks. And I think you're right, 100%. I still like TJ, he's still my friend, but I think he's wrong. But you can't be right and have another person be wrong without it being ponage. I mean, that's just how things work in the public sphere. You're a public figure, and when public figures disagree, it's ponage. It's a schoolyard fucking fight. You guys want me to co-host? I'll co-host Paul if he wants to co-host, but I don't want to put him on the spot. You want to do it?